Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into a specific short story you were curious about.
That's right. La Cita, or The Appointment, by Emilia Pardo Bazan. We found the info over on the Alejandria Digital Library site.
Yeah, Pardo Bazan, she was a Spanish writer from Galicia, right? Came from a fairly wealthy family, I think.
Exactly. And Alejandria actually has quite a few of her works, 32 books listed there.
Wow. Okay, so La Cita specifically, it was published way back 1919.
Yeah, in an Argentinian magazine called Cartas y Caretas.
And the basic idea, the hook, is this young guy, kind of full of himself.
That's putting it mildly. The description uses conceited. He basically thinks all women find him irresistible.
Okay, so Mr. Irresistible agrees to a blind date. What could possibly go wrong, eh?
Well, yeah. And the interesting twist is where the date is supposed to happen.
Right, at a widow's home. That detail definitely jumps out.
It does. Immediately makes you think about, the social context. A blind date at a widow's house in 1919.
What are the rules there? What's expected? So that's what we want to unpack, really. The story itself, the themes.
And maybe see if it still connects today. Alejandria flags a few key themes for this one.
Yeah, I saw those. Condition feminina, the female condition.
Mm-hmm. Also, Carita, social critique, and relaciones de poder, which is power relations.
Okay, let's take that first one, the female condition. Setting it in a widow's home must be significant for that theme, right?
You'd think so. I mean, what was the social standing of a widow back then? What kind of agency did she have? Placing the encounter there, it feels deliberate.
Yeah, it's not neutral ground, is it? It's her space.
Exactly. Which brings in the power relations theme straight away.
So our conceited guy might be walking in expecting one dynamic.
And the setting itself might flip that completely. It's a clever setup for exploring who holds the cards,
Mm-hmm.
all wrapped up in what sounds like a simple date.
And how does the social critique part fit in? What's Pardo Bazan maybe taking aim at?
Well, the young man's arrogance seems like an obvious target. His whole attitude.
Uh-huh. A commentary on male ego, perhaps?
Could be. Or maybe even the societal attitudes that let that kind of ego flourish. And the unusual setting, the widow's home for a date, that could be Bazan poking at the social norms around relationships and dating at the time, too.
It sounds like there's a lot going on under the surface, especially for a short story. How short are we talking?
Bill Andrea puts it at about 1484 words. They estimate like a 4-minute read.
4 minutes. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, but clearly popular. The site mentioned thousands of views and downloads, as of a couple of years ago anyway.
So people are still reading it. Those themes must still hit home then.
Seems like it. The female condition, social critique, power dynamics. These things don't exactly disappear, do they? It makes you think about how things have or maybe haven't changed.
So just to recap the core. Conceited guy, blind date, widow's house. And Pardo Bazan uses this setup to explore women's roles, critique society, and look at power between people.
That's the gist of it, yeah. And it really makes you curious about how she portrayed those themes back in 1919. Was it subtle? Direct?
And the source mentioned complications arising from the date. You kind of want to know what those are, don't you?
Definitely. How does it actually play out? What happens when his expectations meet, well, whatever reality awaits him there?
Right, so if this deep dive has piqued your interest, apparently La Cita is easy to find. Alejandria offers it as a free download PDF, EPUB, Mobi, at least in Spain, and places without copyright issues.
Might be worth that 4-minute investment to see how it all unfolds.
Yeah, a little window into how perceptions and social rules can clash, even in something as simple as a blind date. Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.